love caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I believe in you, who you were, wanted to do, I didn't care, cause you were perfect, I swear.
Hey guys, my name is Kaela. I am a twin mom to two sweet 3-month-old twin boys, Logan and Wyatt. And I also have a son who's 20 months old. He's upstairs napping. I figured I'd make a quick video for any twin moms or moms having questions about easy ways to bottle feed 2 babies at the same time. And I found a lot of stuff helpful on YouTube, but I felt like a lot of it wasn't very specific. And twin mom groups helped me out a lot too, but mainly it's just kind of trial and error and seeing what works best for each individual person. So first of all, the things I use the most, I would say, are these Boppy Loungers. They're super awesome, and they're way cheaper than a lot of the other pillows that are advertised. They're like 35 bucks each. My awesome sister-in-law got them for me. And they kind of just, they feel snug in it, they're comfortable, and I'm able to place them one on each side so I can feed them easier so they're comfortable and I'm comfortable and I'm not hunched over. Luckily in the beginning, when they were born, my husband was able to get 6 weeks off for paternity leave. So we had a little bit of time to play with things before I was flying solo with twins and a toddler. So things have been a bit wild. So this is basically it. I have 2 of these Boppy Loungers. I place them each on the side when they're ready. I try to have a burp towel. And I sit between them, prop them up a little so they're elevated. And then they're both pretty comfortable to feed. You hungry? Yeah. What about you? See, both comfortable. I can put something on the TV right there while they eat. No rush. And we can all kind of just be cozy together. And then I also learned how to hold both of them and burp them at the same time, but that's a little difficult. So Logan usually finishes his bottle a little quicker, so I'll plop him up over my shoulder and burp him while I'm still feeding Wyatt, and he finishes up, so that way Logan's burped, I can put him comfortably back on the pillow, and then I can pick up Wyatt and burp him too. So in the beginning, it was so hard because both of them, they had nights and days switched up, and they were up basically all night. And the main advice that I can give twin moms is get them on the same schedule, no matter what. If you don't have them on the same schedule, it's crazy. Like, you will never sleep. So at nighttime, my husband and I did split shifts. So I go to bed early and I'm a morning person, and he's opposite. So he would stay up from 9 to 3 so I can go upstairs and sleep, and occasionally wake up because my son Colton still wakes up in the middle of the night, or wake up to hearing them, but at least I was able to be upstairs and get that rest. And then he would go to bed at 3 in the morning, and I would just let him sleep in, and I'd get up with the kids and feed the twins and try to get them on some sort of schedule. But in the beginning, it's kind of like you just do what you got to do to survive at that point, and any little bit of sleep helps. Like, I was only getting a couple of hours of sleep at a time, so once they started sleeping a little more and I got them on a better schedule, like 4 hours of solid sleep was a blessing. I never thought I would be so thankful to get 4 hours of sleep a night, but it's true. So then it took about 2 months until I was like, okay, we are not sleeping enough. The shifting is not working. My husband went back to work after 6 weeks, so I had to try something different. So I decided to try putting them up in their crib to see how they did, and just us both sleeping up in the bed with the monitor at my bedside, because my husband can sleep through World War II or World War III if it was to come. He can sleep through anything. So I put them in their crib, and luckily they were pretty good in their crib. and I was able to sleep a lot better, and he was too, so we weren't both on opposite schedules and whatnot. So then after this, once I get done feeding and burping them, I will take you guys upstairs to show you my little tricks on how I feed them in the middle of the night. And I hope it helps. Good job, good job. Good job. Wow, they actually both burped quickly. More? You guys done? Okay, they're all done. Quick safety tip I want to add is these are a little floppy, the Boppies, and if couch cushions aren't very secure, you just want to be really careful to never leave the babies unsupervised, and be careful when you're getting on and off the couch because it could bump the babies and potentially have them roll off of their pillows and fall off the couch or off the pillow. Oh no, this is my son's room and I hear him giggling, so he must be awake already. Real quick then, I'll just demonstrate how I feed the twins at night. Luckily they're on a schedule now. They get up twice, one around 2 a.m. and then we all get up around 6. So here we go. So I had a Twin Z pillow. I originally got it for exclusively breastfeeding, which it's awesome for, you wrap it around you and you can have each twin, one on each breast, to tandem feed. But unfortunately, because of personal reasons, I didn't breastfeed for that long. But it's a great pillow. It's very sturdy to put them both on at the same time and like plop them together if you want to feed like this. So that's what I decided to do in the middle of the night when we decided to transition them a little early into their own cribs. I have this old single bassinet for my son that I never got rid of, so I just put it in here so I can comfortably sit in this rocker and have it. I can pull the bassinet forward, and I put the Twin Z pillow in the bassinet so they can comfortably sit at a little bit of an incline, and I can feed them both at the same time. That way we're all getting a little extra sleep. Each crib's on each side, or one crib on each side. And I just pull them out. I usually check their diaper before, because once I'm changing them after they've been fed, comforted, rocked, and burped, it kind of wakes them up again and it's harder to get him back down. Sorry, Logan got a little hot, so he took his onesie off. So yeah, I just listen to their feeding cues through the monitor, and I try to get them before they're too awake and angry and crying. I try to listen for them when they make little grunts or little feeding cues like opening their mouth and whatnot. So it's pretty simple. This is pretty awesome. I'm glad I had these to use. I just pop them like this, and then see, they're probably full because they've been eating. Oh, look at, he wants to go more. Why, you want more? And then just feed them with a little light. I put the hall bathroom light on, that way I could see, but I don't put way too much light on them so they don't wake up completely. And then I'm able to kind of use this and burp them, and I'll try to get back to sleep at the same time without waking brother 2 rooms down. Huh. I know a lot of people might not have like the Twin Z pillow or the bassinet, and I suggest something safe so they're not like unstable in front of you. So that's why I really like this, because it's really sturdy. But another simple way, the way I would have probably done it before thinking about using these 2 items, is on the floor. That way, because we're all tired at that time, or I am, and then you can just make sure that you and your babies are safe. Huh. The monitors we use, I have always gone with Motorola. I really liked it for the single one with our son, and the only thing is the temperature gauge is off sometimes. So originally I thought the room was hotter than it was, And then I have his single monitor and I bought a double, so I have 2 cameras and I can have a split screen and see both of the twins, so I can make sure that they're breathing and they're safe in their cribs, and I can listen to all of them at the same time. So yeah, those are my tips. I hope you found them helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to subscribe and I'll answer them in the comments. I hope I can help a couple of you twin moms. It's rough, but it's doable, and it's honestly the biggest blessing I could have ever asked for. And you just get through it. You do. Oh yeah, and another diaper trick that I learned, and it helped save me going through a lot of different onesies. When you're breastfeeding in the beginning, the breast milk goes through the babies like crazy. The twins were pooping like 8 times each, so that's like 16 different diaper changes of just poop. And a lot of the time you'll change them and then they'll keep going once you lift their legs up because it pushes it out. So I just slip a diaper underneath the dirty diaper before opening it up, cleaning them up, wiping them, pulling the old diaper out. That way, when their booty is still exposed, there's a new clean diaper beneath, and in case anything comes out, it gets onto the diaper and not to the onesie. So that actually helped a lot in the beginning. My husband Devin would get so frustrated because we initially tried sleeping upstairs, both of us, and having the twins in the bassinet at the bedside, and that just was a disaster for us. None of us were getting sleep and we were all just so frustrated. But he'd be changing them and they'd just keep pooping and pooping all over their onesies, so we'd have to change them out of their clothes and get them to go back to sleep again. And it was just, it's a fun roller coaster, that's for sure. But yeah, so just slip a new diaper underneath the old diaper, that way it catches any extra poop. I just figured I'd share how ridiculous it is for us to just get outside to walk around the block. But look how cute their little hats are all